All right, it's Experience Life now with Prince. I want to welcome you to today's edition. I'm excited. It's a brand new month, and I want to start by congratulating you for making it into this month. I want to believe that this journey so far has blessed your life. It has benefited you. You have experienced a whole lot of paradigm shift and transformation. So do something quickly for me. Put something out there in the comment box and tell me how this journey has benefited you so far. What has been that turning point for you? What has been the hit points for you? I'd like to get to know so that we can maybe start some conversation that will help to broaden your understanding. Now, today I'm going to be introducing the third mirror. We've been talking about the three mirrors that gives you a false sense of identity. So I'll be introducing the third mirror today. But before then, I would like to hit at a point, which is the fact that the ultimate goal of this journey, the entirety of this journey, is aimed at bringing you to that point I call self-realization. And I've said it again and again. I want to reiterate it, that self-realization is really not the fulfillment of your potential, as it were. It's not, it's not being able to achieve your maximum potential, in the use of your giftings and talents and all of that. It is learning to live life from the depth of your true identity. It is rising into that realm of life where you learn to live life from the depth of your true identity. Now, at this realm of life, it is a place of true freedom, it's a place of lasting peace, it's a place of overflowing joy, and it's a place of deep sense of fulfillment. When you get to this realm of life, everything, your perspective about life and about living will change dramatically, and it will have an impact on how you begin to associate yourself with the world out there. So, three mirrors is what we said, and the reason I am not formally introducing this realm of life, if you realize I've talked about the other two realms, the realms of having and doing. There is another realm which is I've not introduced it formally, but I've been giving hints here and there. The reason I've not really introduced it formally is because I need us to understand these two other realms, okay, and all of the forces around them that are hindering you from accessing this other realm where life really resides, where true freedom, joy and peace and fulfillment really resides. So by the time we have been able to get all of these things out of the way, then you can have a free flow into this realm of life. You can be able to connect deeply with it. And then three mirrors are what I say that are responsible for creating the false self, for keeping you trapped in these realms of having and doing. The first mirror we have discussed is the material mirror, the mirror of form and appearances. The second one is the social mirror, the mirror of social conditions and conditioning. And now the third mirror is the mental mirror. The mental mirror. The mental mirror is a mirror of mindsets and belief systems. Now you may need to write that down very quickly. And I would like you to pay close attention, because this very mirror is very critical. In fact, the powers of the other two mirrors are dependent on the power of this mirror. What supplies the energy and the power to the other two mirrors is this very mental mirror. Okay, very, very important that you pay attention right now. Okay, and I said the mental mirror is the mirror of mindsets and belief systems. It is said that the greatest battle of life happens in the mind. King Solomon, attests to that, and he says that you should guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life. The issues of life, everything that has to do with life, flows from the mind. It's very critical. And alluding to this fact, Apostle Paul wrote something which we are going to use to build a foundation on this mental mirror. He says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Now, strongholds is a key word that we're going to be, working on today. Strongholds. What are strongholds? What does it mean by strongholds? Now, many times we have thought that strongholds are demons and, the devils, evil spirits, witches and wizards, and, probably all those forces from the village that, do not want you to rest, do not want you to succeed, and all of this kind of stuff. Okay, but what are strongholds really? If you read the remaining portion of that very quotation, it says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that raises itself above the knowledge of God, and then taking every thought captive to the obedience of the Christ. Now, three things are there: imaginations, knowledge, and thoughts. These three things are the repository elements of the mind. Now, what happens in your mind is, is actually dependent on what these three elements represent to you. Okay? Now, the demons that you fight on a daily basis are these things. It's a mental, construct. It's not really the other demons that you know about. Okay? That in fact, the demons that you know about, the ones that we are common with, are as powerful as this particular mental construct. Imaginations of the mind, knowledge or belief systems, and then thoughts. Okay, that the ability or the capacity of a demon to operate in any man is dependent on the nature of these elements. That is why a demon can be expelled by higher powers from a person, but that man is not free yet until the mental construct is destroyed and shifted drastically, until that man is brought to a place where he will begin to see himself from the correct viewpoint. Nothing has happened to his life yet that is going to be permanent. Okay, so very important. Jesus also told a story about a man who a demon was cast out of him, and then the demon went and was wandering in the desert, and then after a while he got back. He said, let me go back to my former house. And he got back there, and he says, he found that the house was swept clean and neat, but it was empty. So he went and got 7 other demons more wicked than himself, and they entered that man. And he said the man's condition, present condition, became worse than the former condition. Now, how was this demon able to do this? Because the mindset and the belief systems were still there. That's what it means by empty. Empty here is not void. It's talking about that what was there that attracted the demon in the first place was still there. So the demon had that grounds to still enter and even get more to enter and deal with that man and oppress him. So it is very critical. The real demons are not those ones you know about. The real demons are your mental construct. And that is why we are going to be taking time to break these things down. I'd like you to keep tabs, okay? This is just a foundation. I'm going to be diving deeper. There are many things I'm going to break down about mental constructs that you don't need to miss out on. So keep tabs, make sure you are subscribed, and until I come your way again next time, keep experiencing life